Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you're watching this video from and the time you're gonna see this video. I remain my humble self, the Eichmann, the update master. If you don't come across for the first time, I would like you to do the needful. Give the video a big thumbs up. Remember to drop your comment at the comment section, share the video, and remember to follow and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. Let's listen to the president as he presents the 2024 budget to the National Assembly. Remember, this is the first time he's doing this as a president, because he assumed office on the 29th of May. Listen to him and get the full gist of what he said concerning the 2024 budget. According to him, he said he's going to follow the plan of January to December plan of President Buhari. Listen to him and share the video so that others will get it as well. Let's move, guys. We move regardless.
Very well. Today, I stand before you to present our budget of renewed hope. A budget which will go further than ever before in cementing macroeconomic stability, reducing the deficit, increasing capital spending, and allocation to reflect the 8 priority areas of this administration. The budget we now present constitutes a foundation upon which we shall erect the future of this great nation.
Okay.
Analyzing prevailing economic environment, economic condition remains challenging both abroad and at home. Despite lingering post-COVID supply and production bottlenecks, armed conflict in various parts of the world, and restrictive monetary policies in major economies, we expect global growth to hover around 3.0% in year 2024. This relative low rate has significant implications for our economy due to our current reliance on importation. The distinguished senators, honorable members, despite the global headwind, the Nigerian economy has proven resilient, maintaining moderate but positive growth over the past 12 months.
Are you serious? Growth?
Inflation has trended upward, yes, due to the weak global conditions. To contain this rising domestic prices, we will ensure effective coordination of fiscal and monetary policy measures and collaborate with subnational governments to address structural factors driving in inflation in Nigeria. The budget proposal meets our goal of completing critical infrastructure projects, which will help address structural problems in the economy by lowering the cost of doing business for companies and the cost of living for average person.
Okay.
The Honorable Minister of Budget and Economic Planning will be providing full details of this proposal. Analyzing performance of the 2023 budget, distinguished senators and honorable members, an aggregate revenue of 11.045 trillion naira was projected to fund the 2023 budget of 24.82 trillion naira, with a deficit of about 6.1% of GDP. As of September 30th, the federal government's actual aggregate revenue inflow was 8.65 trillion naira, approximately 96% of the targeted 8.28 trillion naira. Despite the challenges, we continue to meet all our obligations. So the theme and priority of the 2024 budget, distinguished senators, honorable members, permit me to highlight key issues Relating to the budget proposal for the next fiscal year,
we are waiting. Go ahead.
The 2024 appropriation has been themed budget of renewed hope.
Okay.
The proposed budget seeks to achieve job-rich economic growth, macroeconomic stability,
okay,
a better investment environment, enhanced human capital development, as well as poverty reduction and greater access to social security. Defense and internal security are recorded top priority. The internal security architecture will be overhauled to enhance law enforcement capabilities and safeguard lives, property, and investment across the country. Human capital is the most critical resource of national development. Accordingly, the budget prioritizes human development with particular attention to children, the foundation of our nation. To improve the effectiveness of our budget performance, government will focus on ensuring value for money, greater transparency, and accountability.
Now,
in this regard, we will work more closely with development partners and the private sector to address long-standing issues in education. A more sustainable model of funding tertiary education will be implemented, including the student loan scheme planned to become operational by January 2024. A stable macroeconomic environment is important to catalyze private investment and accelerate economic growth. We have and shall continue to implement business and investment-friendly measures to sustainable growth. We expect the economy to grow by a minimum of 3.76%, above the forecasted world average.
Okay.
Inflation is expected to moderate to 21.4% in 2024. In preparing the 2024 budget, our primary objective has been to sustain our robust foundation for sustainable economic development. A critical focus of this budget and the medium-term expenditure framework is Nigeria's commitment to greener future, emphasizing public-private partnership. We have strategically made provision to leverage private capital for big-ticket infrastructure projects in energy, transportation, and other sectors.
Okay.
This marks a critical step towards diversifying
this is
our energy mix,
president. This is how they're going to use our money in 2024. Listen, our money.
Development of renewable energy sources. By allocating resources to support innovative and environmentally conscious initiatives, we aim to position Nigeria as a regional leader in the global movement towards cleaner and sustainable energy. As we approach COP28 Climate Summit, a pivotal moment for global climate action, I have directed relevant government agencies to diligently work towards securing substantial funding commitment that will bolster Nigeria's energy transition. It is imperative that we seize this opportunity to attract international partnership and investment that align
very well
with our national goals. I call upon the representatives to engage proactively to showcase the strides we have made in the quest to create an enabling environment for sustainable energy projects. Together, we will strive for Nigeria to emerge from COP28 with tangible commitments, reinforcing our dedication to a future where energy is not only a catalyst for development, but also a driver of our environmental stewardship. Distinguished members of the National Assembly, the revised 2024 to 2026 medium-term expenditure framework, MTEF, and fiscal strategy, FSP, set out the parameters for the 2024 budget after a careful review of development in the world oil market and domestic conditions. We have adopted a conservative oil price benchmark of $77.96 per barrel and daily oil production estimate of 1.78 million barrels per day. We have also adopted a naira to US dollar exchange rate of 750 per US dollar for 2024.
Let it start, I beg.
Accordingly,
what is this?
An aggregate expenditure of 27.5 trillion naira
we are watching.
is proposed for the federal government in 2024, of which the non-debt recurrent expenditure is 9.92 trillion naira, while debt service is projected downward to be 8.25 trillion naira, and capital expenditure is 8.7 trillion naira. Nigeria remains committed to meeting its debt obligations. Projected debt service is 45% of the expected total revenue. The budget deficit is projected at 9.18 trillion naira in 2024, or 3.88% of GDP. This is lower than the 13.7 trillion naira deficit recorded in year 2023, which represents 6.11% of GDP. The deficit will be financed by new borrowings, totaling 7.83 trillion naira.
Everything
strategically,
you must borrow now for you.
298 billion naira from privatization proceeds and 1.05 trillion naira drawdown on multilateral and bilateral loans secured for specific projects. Our government remains committed to broad-based and shared economic prosperity. We are reviewing social investment programs to enhance their implementation and effectiveness. In particular, the National Social Safety Net project will be expanded to provide targeted cash transfer to poor and vulnerable households. In addition, effort will be made to graduate existing beneficiaries towards productive activities and employment. We are currently reviewing our tax and fiscal policies. Our target is to increase the ratio of revenue to GDP from less than 10% currently to 18% within the term of this administration. Government will make effort to further contain financial leakages through effective implementation of key financial management reforms. Distinguished senators, honorable members, in view of the limited resources available through the federal budget, we are also exploring public-private partnership. The arrangement to finance critical infrastructure. We therefore invite the private sector to partner with us to ensure that our physical trade and monetary policy, as well as our developmental programs and projects, succeed in unlocking the latent potential of our people and other natural endowments, in line with our national aspirations. Distinguished senators and honorable members, this budget presentation will be incomplete without commending the patriotic resolve of the 10th National Assembly to collaborate with the executive on our mission to renew hope and deliver on our promises to the Nigerian people.
But this APC did not make any promise during that campaign. You know that.
Of the executive
That's another thing.
to sustain and deepen the relationship with National Assembly. As you continue to consider the 2024 budget estimate, we trust that the legislative review process will be conducted with a view to sustaining our desired return to a predictable January to December fiscal year. I have no doubt that we'll be guided by the interests of all Nigerians. We must ensure that only projects and programs that, with equitable benefits are allowed into the 2024 budget. Additionally, only projects and programs which are in line with the sectorial mandates of MDAs and which are capable of realizing the vision of our government should be included in the budget. As a government, we are committed to improving the lives of our people and delivering on our promises to them. The 2024 budget has the potential to boost performance, promote the development of macro, micro, and small and medium-sized enterprises, enhance security and public safety, and improve general living conditions of our people. We have not considered great opportunity coming from mineral, solid mineral, and other areas. But I promise you that the recovery is here.
The recovery.
It is in your hands to thoroughly look into the situation. Be sympathetic.
Hi guys, so we have heard all the things he said in this presentation. But the thing is that we Nigerians, we are tired of promises from our government. Yes, we are tired. What we need is action. From what the things what he's doing here now is to make promises again, which most of the past administration also made during their own time. And today, Nigeria still remains where Nigeria is, and Nigeria is not going forward. According to him, he said that his plan in 2024 is to make dollar to be 750. Are you getting it? But know that now, presently, dollar is 1,000 something. We are watching them and to know how they will implement all these things. But just be rest assured that this particular budget may not go under amendment. You know, before National Assembly, when President presents a budget to them, they will amend certain things. But the present senators and House of Assembly we have now may not do that. They may just approve it. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about now is for them to make sure that they are going to implement all the things they say. Thank you very much, guys. Share the video and drop your comment. We move.